Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Retno Ayu Ningsih with name 2053000015. Okay, so in this video, I will present it about my proposal with a qualitative research method with the title The Correlation Between Parent Support and EFL Student Skill and Achievement. Okay, about the background of the study. Language learning is important for social development. English as a language used by more than half of the world population because English is an international language. So basically, many factors that affects a student English achievement and skills, such as motivation, teachers, learning style, and parents' involvement or parent support. The environment in education component that is a very influential in the learning process. A place where students grow and interact with each other in social life is really affects the student. The family is the main social unit that children interaction the most. So basically, children is learn. So basically, family is the first place that children learn. So factor that affect student achievement is divided into two, namely outside and inside of school factor. Why? Because students spend their time most in school and outside school, right? So the relationship between parents' involvement in a school and academic achievement has been chosen as the subject of research by me. Providing the necessary support is something that affects the achievement that will be obtained by a student. About the research question, the study investigation question related to influence or relationship of a parental support with achievement or skill by EFL student. And the following question are: is there any significant relationship between parent support and EFL student skill achievement and learning achievement? And then about the objective of the study, to find out the relationship between parent support and skill or achievement by EFL student. And then next about the significance of the study. From this research, the researchers hope that it can make a significant contribution in terms of theoretical and practical as follows. About theoretical significance, the results of this study are expected to encourage the literature with a similar title. And for practical significance, their study is expected to be used for teacher, student, and also the researcher. About teacher, so the teacher know that the effect and the ability of their student in carrying out English language learning, while at the same time determining how effective parents support in achieving student ability to learning English. And for student, the benefit is they can be felt directly by student, can be in the form of significant support in the process of learning English, so the student can make a bigger and more meaningful achievement. And for researcher, through this research, researchers can increase their knowledge in writing a good paper. Okay, next about scope and limitation of the research. The scope is This study focused on the effects of parent support on student, and the limitation is student motivation is limited only for mental and material motivation. Okay, we, we go in next chapter, chapter 2. Okay, for chapter 2, we go with a theoretical basis. First, parents' role in a student education. There are some points are to show the concept of parents' roles. And first, a parent's involvement in English education. School and families are important to competent in education student. Parental involvement can provide an important opportunity for a school to encourage a school program so that's why the student can get more support. Several studies also mention that how important a parent support to a children education. In an article posted on the internet recently, it was mentioned that the best tip for school success is to make sure that parents and teachers work together to support their children. Number 2, about English achievement. So what is achievement is? As is well we know, achievement can also be described as a benchmark or target. Learning achievement can be defined as individual or group results in school lesson. The term of achievement itself can also be interpreted as achievement product by effort and skill. And learning achievement can also be considered as a representation of the quality and quantity of student work during a certain period that is achieved after effort. So after the learning, so English achievement. English achievement can be considered with what a student have gained or learned about English during their learning process. In addition, language achievement can also be considered by how many foreign languages are they mastered by a student. In other words, language achievement is the skill and knowledge that students have acquired in a age perhaps of language learning. So there's three factors that affect the achievement. Zainab Lemas explained that the factors that affect student achievement are divided into several groups. First, physical environment and the school facility. Second, teachers' competency and training. 3. Parent support. But I will explain about the parent support part. Parent support is also important factor in the student achievement process because their involvement has a positive effect on a child academic achievement. Very support but in form of a motivational spirit support as well as in the form of acquired material support currently assist students in achieving their skill and achievement in English. Number 3, about English skill. As many people know in general, language is a generally taught and assigned in the four skills: listening, writing, and speaking. And then number 4, about EFL student. That language is a communication tool used to express about our feelings, idea, so that other people can communicate it and understand each other by a language. According to Shu Ting Fang, EFL means learning English in non-English speaker country, while ESL means English as a second language, which has the same important status on their mother tongue. Now I will, and this is the review of the related previous study. The first is Khoiri from 2017 with the title The Correlation Between Parent Involvement and Student English Achievement of the Third Grade Student at MA Al Ihsan, Choreson Ponorogo in academic years 2016 until 2017. Hoyre stated that the successful of a student learning process basically depended on a parents and student interaction. Parents and student communication play a control role in establishing a student achievement. And as the result, the study is focusing on determining correlation parents' involvement and student achievement at the 10th grade student at MA Al Ihsan Ponorogo. And the conclusion is there is a significant correlation between parents' involvement and student achievement, English achievement at the 10th grade student at MA Al Ihsan Ponorogo. Next, about linearity 2019 with the title Parents' Involvement and Its Influence on Student English Achievement. Linearity states that the correlation between influence of parents' involvement and student English achievement in SMPN 6 Kaur. The population of this research was the 7th grade student of SMPN 6 Kaur that divided into 4 classes 7A, 7B, 7C, and 7D. The sample of this study was class 7A, and the last but not least is Fitria from 2009 with the title Parents' Involvement and Its Influence on Student Achievement. Fitria states that the parents are the first educator who provide educational for their children, so the children also acquire their first language from the parents. So next, chapter 3, research methods about research approach. So as a researcher, I choose to use a qualitative research method with an ethnography approach. The qualitative method itself was chosen because the purpose of the study was provide knowledge about the relationship between parent support and student skill achievement. So that's why I choose qualitative as the approaching research method. And the next about data and search of the data. The data used in the form of the number of a student, grades, achievement obtained by a student, and the sort and about sorts the data. The sort of the data were obtained from a student from SMP Negeri 2 Krian, which is located in Keraton Krian, District Sidoarjo, and the next about the technique of data collection. So in the technique of data collection, I used 3 techniques, which is observation, interview, and documentation. So for data analysis, I prefer to use a thematic analysis for a data analysis technique in this study. So there's my presentation about my proposal, and thank you for your attention. I hope this presentation is fun and not boring. And sorry if there still some mistake and so on again. Thank you.